Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. You're here with me, and you could be anywhere in the world right now. So I just want to say thank you for joining me, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we're going to be creating these Beetlejuice inspired nails. I've seen quite a few sets around, so I'm a bit late to the party, but it is one of my favourite films, and I can't wait to see the new one at the cinema as soon as it comes out. I'm going to be starting off, I'm doing this as a press on set because we're doing 3D, and with my fur babies, they never seem to fare so well. So I'm just doing them as a press on set. I've got my tips and they're filed, buffed, and I've wiped them with alcohol, and then I've put on a base coat, and I'm going in with this black gel polish. Each nail is a different colour. I love this colour, purple, it's delicious. I love these colours all together that I've done. The Beetlejuice aesthetic, it is the one, I love it. So we're doing black, purple, and then this fluorescent green. And I'm going to be adding some sparkles to them. We're going to be doing some 3D, and I'm going to do a little bit of artwork. So a bit of everything. I am so happy with how they came out, and I love them, and I hope you love them too. There's a bit of fluff there. The products I'm using are a mixture of just stuff that I have. I love the bottles of these, the black and white that I'm using. They're in a nail haul I did a little while ago. They are from AliExpress, and then the green and the purple are from G Elite. I am doing 2 coats of each colour. We're speeding through this. I have sped this video up quite a bit because it's a long one otherwise. I think you can adjust the speed when you're watching it. It might distort the sound. How gorgeous are these colours? So like I said, I've done 2 coats, and obviously between each coat I'm curing for a full 60 seconds, and then going in with my second coat, curing that for a full 60 seconds, and now I'm going in with my glitters. This is Angelica, gorgeous green glitter. I think I'm just doing 1 coat of the glitters that I'm using, because I still want to be able to see that lovely colour underneath. But how is everyone today? I hope you're all doing really well. Have you seen the Beetlejuice film yet? It's been out for about 2 days now. I haven't had time to go and see it, but I am going to go on the weekend. I can't wait. I really do feel like people sleep on GLE. I never see it in anyone's videos, and they have such a large range of colours, and they're all gorgeous. So if you haven't ever bought from there, do head on over to their website. It is in the UK, but I'm not sure if they ship to the US. You can have a look, and the prices are so reasonable. Sorry, I'm just going in with this. This is a cat eye gel polish. This is just from Amazon, and it's a silver cat eye. And I don't want any shapes. I just want it to have that kind of colour shift, so that it looks like velvet. I am going to paint it matte, and as always, when you use cat eye, you want to whack it in the lamp as soon as you've got the glitter where you want it. Now I'm going over them all with a matte top coat. I like to do this when I'm doing nail art as well, because it's so much easier to paint on top of a matte top coat. If you're doing it on top of base coat or any polish that has a dispersion layer, you know, the gel, the tacky layer, especially if you're trying to do straight lines, the colours start to disperse. It's almost as if it's like a slow moving blooming gel. So if you didn't know that, definitely advise using matte gel polish when you're doing nail art. As you can see, I've done that cat eye on the little nail finger, the little fingernail as well, and then done the matte top coat over the top. And now I'm going on my white nail, and I'm using my liner brush, which is also in one of my nail haul videos, and I'm doing my first line in the centre of the nail. holding my breath as I'm doing it. Does anybody else love a stripy nail? I love them. You have to have patience and a steady hand, but with practice you can get them looking good. And what I do is I'll do my line in the middle first and cure it, and then I'll go either side, so then I can do 2 lines and then cure them. I always cure in between lines because the amount of times you'll mess it up. Well, that I mess it up, I don't know, maybe you're good at doing things like this, but I mess them up and then want to wipe the line away. And if I've got a line down that I'm happy with, I definitely cure it because it's hard to wipe just one layer away. One line away, sorry. You'll see I flipped it over and now I'm doing the other side. It is easier to do these straight lines on a press on nail rather than a living being because they don't move. And clients love to wriggle. Not that I'm complaining about having clients, but you know, it would be nice if they could keep still. I love the way this looks already. I will say as well, this is the first set of nails I've done in a while that I've not added any charms or bling to, and I still love them, so that's saying something for me because I love a bit of bling me. I have, however, got glitter in there because we do need some sparkle, because what is life without it? And you'll see here I'm going in again. Although this gel polish is very opaque and doesn't really need 2 coats, I just, want to fix those. Some of those lines aren't perfect, so the beauty of gel polish is just going in again. And where I've made a mistake there, I can just wipe it off without ruining the rest of my stripes because I've already cured them. Don't know if you can hear that tippy tap of my dog wandering around. It's been absolutely chucking it down all day, so they're very restless because we've only had short, can't say the word, WALKs today. I've sped this up even more here, where I'm just going over and cleaning up those lines. I do find straight lines quite time consuming. Anyway, now we're going in with some 3D gel. Got my glove on, which you should always do when you're using moulding clay, but now I'm naughty and sometimes I don't. I do get fed up towards the end of the video because it keeps sticking and it's so annoying. But to start off with, I'm trying to be a good girl and wear my gloves. So I've got quite a bit out here and I'm just rolling it out. And we're going to do the sand snake, the black and white stripy snake. I do want to do another set of Beetlejuice nails where I actually make the sand snake's head. I wanted to keep this set kind of simple because I just really wanted to get some Beetlejuice nails out on my channel before it's forgotten about and nobody cares about Beetlejuice. I'm already a bit late, but yeah. I just rolled it out into a sausage and then placed it where I want it. I've got a messy little bit on the end there. It was really warm when I was doing this and my hands were warm as well. So that the warmer it is, the more sticky this stuff is. And it's a little bit of a war to fight with, but I guess it depends on the brand you use as well. This isn't a very expensive one, it's just from Temu or AliExpress. And once I got that how I wanted it, I stuck it in the lamp and cured it for 60 seconds. And now I'm going in with my nail art brush and I'm doing my black stripes on there. More black stripes. These ones aren't so precious though, I don't have such a steady hand. More like blobs. But it is a really cool effect. I think what I am going to do is this set of nails is kind of more of a easier nail art, I think. Some of the 3D is a little complex, but I feel like anyone can do it. It's not too difficult. I've cut some of that out because it was repetitive, me doing those little lines. I've cured it for 60 seconds and now I'm going in with my matte nail polish top coat. You'll see how I'm going around the snake and not just flopping it all on top because I don't want to get pooling. You don't want the top coat pooling in the gaps. It sounds so funny when I say it. Sorry. I'm using myself here. And then I'm going over that as well with a matte top coat, the other stripe now, because now we're going to go in with some more 3D gel. And this one is from GLE. I think this one's not referred to as gel, it's clay. There is quite a difference in the consistency. This one is more like clay. It's a little bit drier, whereas that other one was very sticky and has like a shiny effect to it. This is matte, so it's more, yeah, like Play-Doh really. And it is easier to kind of make it bitty, like I don't know if anyone remembers Little Britain, Bitty. Yeah, anyway, if you know, you know, right? So yeah, I'm just going in and it's easier to make this one textured, whereas the white gel I used a minute ago that was from, I can never pronounce it, XJ, I don't know how you pronounce it. It's kind of not self-leveling, but a little bit kind of self-leveling, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't be able to do that. I won't be able to do this, sorry, with that gel. I don't know if you remember, Beetlejuice has this kind of mossy mold kind of growing on his face and stuff, and it's like bright green. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool anyway, so I've added a bit here. I've gone in there after I've cured it for 60 seconds. I've gone in with some black just to make it look dirty, and then adding some more brighter bits of green so it's kind of like highlights, because it isn't just one solid colour. You can see I'm not being precious with it, I'm just kind of dashing it on here and there because it's not perfect. It doesn't need to be because it's a bit of like kind of fluorescent moss. It's not real, is it? I've never seen fluorescent moss, have you? And you see I'm just using, because I've got a glove on, I'm using my finger just to kind of smush it around a little bit. I just want it to look like kind of dusty, dirty type of thing. Too much on smudging it in a little bit more. Once I'm happy with that, I've stuck it in the lamp as well. And now I'm going in with some more of this gel and not clay. And we're going to make some little beetles. I think this is where I start to get frustrated because it keeps sticking to my fingers, to my glove, sorry. It does look a bit grubby there where I've got black gel still a little bit I must have had on my glove, but because I'm going to be painting in brown, I'm not worried about it. You can see there's a bit of like fluorescent green of the black gel polish in there. But yeah, we are painting it, so it doesn't matter. And I've just rolled it into a bowl and now sticking it on that. Using my silicone tool just to move it around how I want it. Kind of wish I'd looked at a reference picture because I was just kind of going off memory of what a beetle looks like, but it's kind of cartoony, so it doesn't matter. Get the gist of what it is. Just giving it some dents with my cuticle pusher. And now I do try to make some little legs, but I decided to paint them on in the end, so we're just going to add the little pincers at the top of the beetle's head. I want this quite thin. My dog's huffing and puffing in the background because, you know, she's got such a hard life. Oh, this is where, look, it's just sticking to my fingers. Another trick is to make sure that you've got alcohol, and it kind of stops it from being so sticky, like on your fingers and your tools that you're using. Getting very frustrated here, and I take the glove off, which is naughty, but oh, my hands were really clammy, and it was just sticking continuously, and it was driving me nuts. I haven't had any issues with this gel giving me allergies or irritating, but like I always say, you might not feel anything straight away, but over time you can get allergies from touching stuff like this a lot. So you shouldn't really your hands too much. But I'm hoping just a little every now and then isn't going to cause me too much damage. I decided that it was still a bit too big. I want it to be tiny. Please don't judge my nails that I have on my hands. I half took off whatever was on there, and then there's still half of it on there, and then I've picked some of my nails I bit off. I'm very bad. You should really not live like me. But because I am doing nails all the time on other people, not just myself, my nails get ruined with like alcohol and acetone, and I try to have like nice nails, but I end up getting acetone on them and chipping them and filing into them and half melting them off whilst I'm doing other people's nails. So my hands look like this so everyone else can look nice. Womp womp. For me. You can see that I'm using my tweezers as well to try and get the little pincers looking sharp. And I have abandoned the idea of doing the legs because it's just too fiddly. So we are going to paint them on after. But we've got the pincers. And I decided one beetle wasn't enough, I wanted another one. So I'm going to do a little one a bit further down as well. And like before, I'm just adding some little pincers on the top. My tweezers and the silicone tool. The amount of things I grab and use to mould this gel is quite amusing. You don't have to just use silicone tools, just anything that doesn't stick to the gel. I was struggling there to get the pincers small enough, so I just used my tweezers to pinch out a little bit from the actual beetle's body. They work just as well. Kind of gross but cute, these little beetles. And to paint them, putting a little bit of black on, and then I'm going to go in with some of this chocolate brown from the gel bottle, kind of mix them together, so it's got a bit of texture. I don't want it as solid. Oh, here comes Judy the dog. I don't want it to have a solid colour. I don't think beetles are, well, you do get like those black ones, and then this is a brown one, browny blacky kind of thing. And I've mixed a bit of the brown and black, and then I've mixed a little bit of white in as well, just so it has like texture. I love a bit of texture in my artwork. What do you want, Judy? Oh my god, that's her tail. Calm down. Shh. I think I'm going to have to take them out. They're getting restless. They're going to disturb us. Well, it's been a few seconds for you, but it's actually the next day. So here I am going in with this chocolate from the gel bottle, and so before, just adding some depth and texture to the beetles. I think they're looking about as realistic as they're going to. I'm just drawing the legs on now, because I gave up with the clay trying to make them. It's too fiddly. I should have actually looked it up to see how many legs they have. I'm just guessing here. And once I've drawn all those legs, I'm going to go in again with this matte top coat. I'll speed this up a little bit. A million times, I'm sure you know how to do it. I'm going over everything, going over the moths and the beetles, and then trying to make sure there's no curing for 60 seconds. Now I'm going to do a kind of carton of orange juice. I don't know if you, well, hopefully you've seen the first film, you might not remember. It's when Beetlejuice is trying to get Winona to say his name. I've forgotten what her name is in the film. To say his name. I'll insert a clip here.
Breakfast orange beetle, beetle fruit, beetle breakfast, beetle drink, beetle juice.
There we go. I thought I'd just put that into context for you, just in case you didn't know what the juice carton was for. So the nail before that is Beetles, and then the second nail, not the second nail, the little finger is juice, so Beetlejuice. So yeah, that's what that's about. Anyway, I've just got the white gel, and I'm using my glasses case once again and shaping it out so it kind of looks like it's open. I'm hoping that's what it's giving. And here I'm just using an old card from Superdrug because I just want to make sure I've got straight edges. And the silicone tool wasn't really doing that for me. Use what you could. Sometimes you just got to utilize whatever you got. Oh, sorry, my dogs are playing in the background, in case you hear that. I did just take them for a walk in the hopes of tiring them out so I could do this without them making any noise. It's literally like having children. And once I'm happy with that, I stick it in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. And now I'm just rubbing it off with alcohol and desperately trying to get it off the case. And I'm going to stick it back in the lamp the other way up just to make sure it's fully cured all the way through. Because obviously the light couldn't get underneath with the glasses case. And I've given it another wipe, and I'm just using a hand file just to make sure it's nice and crisp. It's still a little bit sticky there. And once I've done that, wiping it with alcohol again, making sure the back's roughed up. And I'm just using a little bit of bling adhesive, and I'm sticking it on the nail, and then just curing it with my little flash torch thing. And now we're gonna draw the orange. And that was Bellini from the gel bottle. I'm using, I think it was a 5mm liner brush, just to draw a little orange. This is really cute. And once I was happy with that, I cured it in the lamp, and then I have done a second layer, the exact same, just over the top. And now I'm going in and I'm going to write juice. using the same liner brush and just some some black gel polish. And this is where I start to struggle trying to do the E at the end because it's curved. I do get fed up and just wipe it off. But because I hadn't put anything on the white gel, it's stained, so I'm just going to quickly paint over it with white and stick it in the lamp so that when I make a mistake the next time and wipe it off, it doesn't stain. Now I know for next time. I don't think I've ever had to draw on top of the... I haven't... Oh no, I did it. I just did that bloody worm, didn't I? But I guess I didn't make a mistake, so there wasn't an issue, but we live and learn. I'm not going to cover up my orange because I can't be asked to paint that again. So I'm just cleaning the white off of there. And then I'll pop that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And just to make sure we don't have any more incidents. And I'm sure I said it before, whenever I'm doing any artwork or letters, I guess now, on top of a product that has a dispersion layer, I like to put matte top coat because it just stops it from bleeding. So I'm going to put a matte top coat on this and then I'll go in and attempt to write juice again. Now this time, because I know that I struggle with the C and the E, I've flash cured the other letters just in case I need to wipe this off and do it 10 times. That way I don't ruin the other letters. And I've messed it up already, so I'm going to wipe them off. But now, all the other letters are still there. I don't know why I struggle. Well, I do know it's because doing curved lines with a liner brush or with any brush, I always struggle when they're tiny. If it's something large, it's fine, but because it's tiny, you don't want your brush to bend and then whoop, like that. But because I have flash cured the other letters, I don't have to worry too much. I'm just pushing the nail onto the little stand thing because I've only used blue tack, it keeps coming loose. But you can just watch me struggle here. So I decided that because I was filming I couldn't do it, so I stopped recording and then I did it just fine. Peer pressure. Pressure of being watched. So I've just gone over that orange again and decided that I wanted to do a kind of segment of an orange as well because I felt like there was just too much open space on this carton. So we're just doing another little segment of orange here. And once I've drawn that segment, I'm now obviously going to add detail because I'm not just going to leave it like that, obviously. So I'm just going in, I've mixed a little bit of white and orange, and I'm going to do the kind of, I don't know what it's called, the kind of white bit on the inside of the peel. Do you know what that's called? Probably do, I just can't think. No, I can't think of it. If you know what it's called, in the comments, the white bit inside the peel. The stringy bit that we all pick off. And then of course we've got to add some detail to the larger orange. little dots, the orange really. I don't know, what the dimples? I don't know. What do you call that? Anybody know? I know nothing about oranges, clearly. We'll put the little stalky bit in as well. And I think I'm going to stick it in the lamp now. Oh no, we're going to add, what are they called? It's not corrugated, is it? I don't know. Those little lines that would be in the top of the cardboard, just to give it some texture and depth. I wonder how many times I say that. Next video I do, I'll do a little counter in the corner of how many times I say texture. But yeah, we're adding texture and a few highlights to the orange. Cute. And that goes in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then we're going to do a matte top coat on that as well, obviously. I couldn't leave this bit out of the set. It's just really cute, I think. The 2 ghosts and no feet. So I'm doing it as it's kind of like a Polaroid. Oh, there was a bit of hair in there. And using my liner brush to do the straight lines, trying to make sure that it looks like an actual square and not just a wiggly line. And once I'm happy with that, it goes in the lamp for 60 seconds. And somehow I managed to not record this bit where I've just drawn a black square inside, but you know, you get the gist of what I've done. And then I cured that for 60 seconds, and now I'm drawing my little cute ghosts that of course don't have any feet. And just because this video is getting quite long, I have cut out the footage of me just drawing the second ghost because it's exactly the same. And now I'm doing the 2 little eyes on each ghost with my dotting tool and the black. This is really simple, but very cute. Very cutesy, very demure. And now I'm going in and I'm just going to write no feet at the bottom of my little picture. Same way I did the juice with my shorter nail art brush, struggling when it comes to the curved lines. And I'm going in again with my matte top coat. And I was going to leave it like that, but then I decided I wanted to give it a little bit more pizzazz. So I'm going in with my cat eye gel again and just going over the black bit inside the picture. And I'm doing the same thing I did before where I'm not trying to get any lines or anything in it. I just want it to have that kind of velvety effect. So I'll just put the magnet at the top. and then quickly stick it in the lamp before the glitters start moving again. And once we've done with that, I'm going to go onto the purple nail for the Piston Resistance. I don't know if I've said that right. I was going to say this is my favourite nail. Do you know what? I can't pick a favourite nail. I like all of them. What's your favourite? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. If you've made it this far, thank you. You're a ledge. But anyway, I'm going in with my GLE Skin Deep carving clay, and we're going to do Barbara's scary face. And this is just not doing what I want it to do. So I've just put a little bit of alcohol on my, what's it called? Silicone tool, just to help it not stick so much, because it's very warm at the moment. It's October, but no, sorry, it's not October, it's September. Getting ahead of myself. And we've still got summer weather, even though it's meant to be autumn, but you know, whatever. Anyway, I'm spreading this out, trying to get the shape of the open mouth. And once I'm finally happy with that first layer, I've put it in the lamp to cure for a full 60 seconds, and now I'm going in with this red bonfire from the gel bottle. This is kind of for like really good blood kind of red. I'm just feeling the inside of her mouth. I'm not being too precious with it because I'm going to add teeth in a minute, and we'll cover up these little messy bits on the sides. I did try to wipe it off, but then thought, meh, not going to see that bit anyway. And now I'm going in with some more of the clay to put her tongue in. I don't have a carving clay in a red or a dark pink, so I'm just using that same Skin Deep, and then I'm going to paint it afterwards. And although I'm going to paint it, I still want to add some texture. So like the 50th time I've said the word texture. I still want to add kind of a bit of tongue texture in there. Her tongue's kind of like curved a little bit devil-like. Now once I'm happy with that, I'm going to stick that in the lamp for a full 60 seconds to cure. And now I'm going to go in with that Diva again and just paint the tongue red. And then I'm going to obviously add some more kind of white and a bit of black just to give it some texture and depth. And make it look like a real tongue. Well, not a real tongue, but you know what I mean. And once I'm happy with that, I'll stick that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And now I'm getting my white carving clay. I'm using this instead of the gel one because we're going to make her teeth. And I want to be able to give it some more, you guessed it, texture. But like I said before, using the other gel, it kind of, not that self-levels, but it's, I don't know how to describe it. This one is more like clay and the other one is more like gel. So I can kind of break it up and make it cracked and whatnot and really add the texture of teeth. We're just rolling it out into a sausage. You could make every tooth individual and then stick them on, but ain't nobody got time for that. But in all seriousness, you could do that. If there wasn't so many teeth, I might, but I just didn't have the patience for that today. Well, that day when I was doing it. So yeah, I'm just using my tweezers and kind of pinching and pulling a tiny little bit just to give it the texture. There we go again, texture. Giving it the kind of texture of teeth. I think it looks okay. It's good enough for me. And once again, once I'm somewhat satisfied with how I've put it in the lamp for 60 seconds, and I'm going to do the exact same on the top half. And once again, once I'm happy with that, stick it in the lamp. Now I'm going to go around the outside again and just add some more to the mouth. Just using that skin deep again and just putting it around the outside. Because I felt like you couldn't really see the fleshy bit, so I wanted to add some more. And then once again in the lamp for 60 seconds. And now we're going to do the eyeballs. I'm going to use the actual gel for this because I don't mind if it's a smooth surface because it's an eyeball. I'm just getting my gel, not clay, rolling it into a sausage and cutting it in half just to make sure both eyeballs are the same size, and then just rolling them into balls and popping them on. Make sure that I haven't smushed them too much, and then stick those in the lamp. And then I'm going in with my dotting tool and some of that chocolate brown and drawing the eyes. And I'll cure those for the full 60 seconds. And now I'm going in with the smaller side of my dotting tool. Oh, I realised I was doing that wrong. Yep, the smaller side of my dotting tool and some black and just putting the pupils on. And then I'll cure that for 60 seconds. And now I'm going to fill in the reddy bit of the mouth and then just kind of put a little bit of that red on the eyeballs so they look like they have black blood and they're bloodshot, so that they look spooky. And now I'm just adding a little bit of that green to the teeth so they look kind of mouldy. And now we're coming towards the end of the video. I'm just going to pop over this with some matte top coat. All the other nails have already been top coated. This is the last one. What do you guys think? Do you like the set? I am obviously biased. I love them. I love Beetlejuice and I love this set of nails. But what do you guys think? And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Give the video a like, give me a comment and let me know what you think. It really helps me out. I have got over 100 followers now, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but it's exciting for me. The next exciting one will be 500, so please help me. If you haven't already, subscribe and I'll do a little happy dance. Anyway, enough of the begging. I'm just going back over the eyes and the roof of the mouth to with, well, the whole of the inside of the mouth with this thick shiny top coat, just so it looks wet and bloody and oozy and gross. And there we have it, guys. That's the set finished, all top coated and looking fab, in my opinion. I hope you like them. I am going to insert a video of them on my hands. There we go. So cute. Beetle juice. Beetle juice. Anyway, I'll leave you to it, but thank you so much for watching. I love you guys and I'll see you in the next one.